Hello, I'm Steve Mason, and before this video starts I want to say a massive congratulations to Jack and Katie, as today the unnamed third Jack and Katie baby, the sharp baby, that's what I should have said, has just been born. Congratulations guys. Hello, it's absolutely freezing cold. It's just gone hot fortnight. It looks like morning, but it's early night. This is my Waterworld video. I don't know how I can make this more interesting because mine turned up at Brittany's a day late. So Brittany lives a very, very far away from me, which I'm going over tonight. So this is how to start the Waterworld video. Rush hour brilliance. Right, okay. Recently there's been a few different events and some stuff I've ordered has not turned up, and I've had to seek elsewhere. And just a massive shout out to Brit for ordering us this. The only problem is I live nowhere near Brit, and when Monday came around everyone started sending me messages. Well, I've got it. I was like, shut up. I mean, WhatsApp's got the ability to just download the pictures, so I didn't download them because I didn't want to say anything in it. Loads of people, Action Jacksons, Matt Davis, Caspers, Dan Percy's, Carl's, all like Waterworld. Now, Waterworld, I guess, well on last year when they put a bit of a picture of Dennis Hopper and asking, oh, they might be doing Waterworld, and it shows a strong connection to Universal Studios, like The Thing and The Burbs, two brilliant restorations they've done of them, and great content. Candyman as well, this last year as well, which I enjoyed a bit. 12 Monkeys, I thought they could have done a little bit more. I didn't think 12 Monkeys was so far away from its counterpart of a Blu-ray. Had no steelbook, which I thought was a letdown, and Heathers as well. Heathers should have got a bit more better treatment as well as a steelbook. But Waterworld have always had a place in my heart. Now Kevin Costner was massive. He was massive. You know, Dancing with Wolves, you know, award-winning director, actor, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, as he said way back in 1993. Massive off Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, the epically long JFK. And what else? Field of Dreams, Untouchables, Robin Hood, and The Bodyguard was massive as well. Now this is pretty much for the, well, that's Meryl Streep. It's a completely different story. And that's Warren Beatty. Wow, Brad Pitt, Kevin Costner, Danny. Wow, this is old. Oh, Danny, coming soon. Woolworths, $10.99 on VHS. Batman Returns. Wow, it's a real. Anyway, the summer of '95 was a massive year for movies. You had Batman and Robin coming out. Batman Forever, wow! Die Hard Revengeance was coming out. There was big hype, and I was well in it. And Waterworld was a hype movie. Kevin Reynolds and Kevin Costner reuniting in one of the biggest budget movies. The hype was massive around it, and I've always had it on VHS. Fuck my leg, can I not mind? The big box VHS, and I kind of think it may be one of these around now. I've always had the iconic cover. I don't even know where the DVD is. Cut to the past. Waterworld. Now I was looking through the Empire because if you went beside the screen down, that cover right there was just sort of Kevin Costner looking straight at you. The sun, bit of water. I think there's an arrow. Is there an arrow? Hopefully there's an arrow on the artwork. Now that artwork was what I seen in the Empire years ago. It's in one of these. These are the original ones I've had from all the way down there. All the way down there, buried in there. Speed 2. Completely wrong here. John Bon Jovi, the leading man. That didn't work out well for him, did it? That's what you get when you do down Periscope on VHS. Girl 6. That's what I say, that's what you get when you do Vampires 2. True Romance. Get to that sometime. Event Horizon coming out. Wow, on location shoot. Anyway, I remember the Waterworld cover in the Empire back then. Now it's always been the same from VHS to DVD and the Blu-ray. So we wipe the side of the screen down. Here we go. Kevin Costner. Beyond the horizon lies a secret to a new beginning. Okay. It's always been Kevin Costner holding his harpoon, which he very rarely holds in the film. On the back it's him screaming no. And basically this is a Blu-ray release, right? Look at this, they haven't even bothered filming in this. It's proper chopped arse thing. No extra features whatsoever. Now, okay, fair enough, get it out on Blu-ray. I mean, this is classed as one of the biggest flops ever. It isn't. It's just an urban myth. Still has a nice big stage show at Universal Studios in America. Universal have brought out a new edition of this. It's called the 20th anniversary. Came out in 1995. 20th anniversary, a little bit late. I've picked it up a little bit late. They've changed the cover. So get rid of that. Wipe the side of the screen and look. 20th anniversary. Kevin Costner, Waterworld. Dennis Hopper, the lead actress. God knows what she's called. It could be Janine Triplehorn, possibly. A bit of a montage of Jack Black's aeroplane there, the boats, big explosions, the hurricane probably what wiped out most of the set. Right, so it's 25th anniversary. What do you get extra? Fuck all. Seriously. There's been years, for years there's been rumours about, I don't know if it's Good Bad Flicks or Oliver Harper, one of the shows I've watched where there is and was an aired version of this movie uncut. A bit like the Robin Hood. You see the uncut version on Blu-ray. It's in a van. There's two versions of Robin Hood. And ironically enough, they're both directed by Kevin Reynolds, starring Kevin Costner. So there's two versions of Robin Hood. If you watch the uncut version, it makes a hell of a lot more sense. And apparently the uncut version of Waterworld makes a lot of sense. Big spoiler, big giveaway, shut your ears if you don't want to hear it. At the very end of the movie, when they find land, it's Everest to find. Not, where we're... Everest, but you know. At the end of the movie, they find the movie Everest 20 years in the past. Yeah, whatever. But yeah. So again, it's a shame Universal have just fucked us off again. Releasing different versions of all their editions of stuff and not even bother giving us any special features. Didn't even bother giving it an anniversary edition by giving it a steelbook. You know, even like a cardboard collector's edition. Extra features. Like commentary, I would love to hear Kevin Costner and Ryan Reynolds reunite because I sort of had a little bit of a falling out doing a comedy about this. Okay, I'm back. Now that's me having the right bitch fest about Universal, pulling a Universal trick. This is the original release and now the rare one. As I say, this is the original cover what was on VHS. I had it on big box. It's the same cover that's on DVD as well. Waterworld. And basically, you know, when you lend something you don't get it back. Obviously I've had a rant about Universal. It's the same what they did with Tremors when they slapped the anniversary on and get no extra features, because I thought Waterworld would have had the anniversary features on it. Now everyone started getting them, and I got an outtake because I have acquired some since that video you've just seen, and Waterworld got put back. It was meant to come out in November and it came out at the end of January, so it's one of the first Arrow ones I know has actually been delayed. And from what I've heard from everyone, that it's well worth the wait. But I want to do something a little bit different. I'm at the seaside, miles away from home. Miles. Like very, very far away from home. And that's the sea behind us. Can you see the sea? Obviously not, it's pitch black. Don't take a picture of my food. Who needs a backdrop when you got that going on? This is my Waterworld video. It's a bit random. Just walked out this lovely pub to see that great shot on the seaside. So I have no idea when I'm going to cut back in. So this is my quest to make my Waterworld video a bit different. I haven't even opened it yet. It might not even be Waterworld here, but it's icy and slippery. Wow! Get in! It's like my lights from home have followed us. This is the video for Waterworld. Oh, they've gone off. So you don't need to worry about lights. Look, it's like I'm just home. So I'm here on the beach. I haven't opened this yet. But if I go any further out, the light's going to go off. So I think I brought my lights home. Change a bit more to it was. So thanks very much. I'm going to have to damage my lovely artwork. So yeah, let's open this bad boy up. Yeah. 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 Ha! Too much ink on that brush. So there's going to be some outtakes of other stuff, but this is just the main unboxing on the beach. There it is. It's a shame that I didn't do a steelbook, but there we go. Look at that out. Look at that. Look at that. Before the light goes out, the smoke will get us. But that is awesome. It's even more to come back on light. Thank you very much. So the artwork's a lot different. You're going to see in the outtakes alternative artwork and original artwork. There's a couple of hidden gems. Kevin Costner's face, Dennis Hopper, the little girl, we've got the boat, we've got the smokers, we've got the map to dry land on there. It's one of the big nasty little clumpy little boxes. Lots of synopsis on here, 3 discs. Limited edition Ursula cut, 3 hours long, with a turn up at Everest at the very end. So that's awesome. But I'm not going to open it on the beach. I'm not going to keep, because there's a poster in there, art cards, and all that. But there's going to be some more stuff on the beach. Smokers! I need to get a closer shot of that, don't I? Right, I can't get any more further, closer to the water. Like, it's there. Like, just there. I christen you Waterworld. Dripping wet, but yeah, it's still sealed, so it's christened Waterworld. Right. Still smells of the seaside. It really does. It smells like seawater. It really does have a Waterworld effect. I really should have put that so close to my face. How amazing is that? I can't believe that survived last night. I still haven't opened it. Last night when I got back I was like, oh, I want to watch it, but you know. And now I was thinking, how am I going to open it? Well, I should have just opened it up on a rock. But you know, I could just get like a rock load. I might actually just keep Waterworld in my fish tank in the background, you know. Why am I opening it with a rock? Because I was on the beach last night. It's got nothing to do with water. I was good as well. There was some Waterworld figures and movie relics in town a year ago. I almost bought a few, but you know, saving. What can I open it with? To do with water, harpoons. I remember something else as well. I'll be back. Okay, so I was looking around, then I had a brainstorm. This is a bottle of Coke from 1994, which I got in 1995. It's from Kenya. You can tell by the size of the thing. Can't see where the sell-by date is. Whoop, hang on. Out of date, 27 of October 1997. That's when that went out of date. There's 2. I don't even know what the other one is. I have 2 of these. They brought them back now. I just like them, and they've always been in the background. So something from the past opens up something from the future, from the same era. Actually lives next to me, Holy Bible. How random's that? Waterworld. Gotta mention Waterworld. Sorry to jump cut, but my Arrow video will always get a bit wacky. Saying that, I don't know where Savanix is at, but anyway. I'm going to open this up. Right. Straight away, they've done a nice job of it. I do think Arrows use a bit too much recycling paper, alright? I'm just going to be honest. So beyond the horizon lies the secret of a new beginning. This is the 3-disc elimination set. 3 cuts of the film, newly restored original content Arrow. 6 collector postcards, double-sided poster, limited edition 6-page perfect bound book featuring new writings by David and Daniel. Disc 1, the theatrical cut. Disc 2, the TV cut, limited edition exclusive. Disc 3, the Earthfulness cut. So the TV cut, which is limited edition, is the US TV cut, which has 40 minutes. The Ursula, or the Lucisis, I'm not sure what the word that is, which includes previously censored shots and dialogue. So yeah, Oliver Harper, big shout out to him. I remember seeing his retrospect review, and obviously one that, if you haven't seen the movie, like, it makes perfect sense that when they find dry land, hang on, when they find dry land, sorry, jump cut, when they find dry land he finds Everest. He gets to the top of the Everest, you know, it's a clever thing, that's all I remember from his review. But yeah, all the extra features on here. Now I do not keep the back prints. I know it's Arrow, but it's always been a 12 Waterworld as well, very early 12. But yeah, I like that. So we've only got Candyman, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, and The Thing, of course, up there. The Thing. So let's have a look. So there, it's the map, horizon. That's what it was like last night. Unbelievable, I walked out the pub, right cool. So, when I had the VHS, sorry, obviously the VHS booklet first. It's a cover for the VHS. Now the set got totally wiped out by a hurricane. It's cost loads of money. The joke is there's a B-C movie. There's an A movie, there's a B movie, then there's a C movie. And notoriously Kevin Reynolds and Kevin Costner fell out. And they reunited on Hattonfield and McCoy's. So it's a nice little booklet going here. Just the map. You got bought everything in my shop. Story. Kevin Costner, who doesn't have a name in it. You know. It's a big explosion. I love the stunt when the boat drops and he goes flying backwards, that whole down periscope shot. Seen down periscope the other day. So even, I know I've just said down periscope, right? I shifted all these VHSs looking around and they're down periscope. I knew that was handy. So I was getting, I forgot I had down periscope. Where's Waterworld? So some concept art of the smokers in this. This is really, really cool. The game as well. The game was very heavily advertised as well. I remember the Quest of Dryland. CD-ROM game, wasn't it? Classic stunts. Obviously the ride has obviously been a massive attraction. Is a show in Universal all around the world as well, and still is. You know what I mean? So it's always been there. Board games. As I say, I've seen a few action figures. Virtual Boy, Super Nintendo. It was massive, the concept, like massive. So yeah, anyway, that's the booklet. You're still with us. This is the poster. Right, that's awesome. So there's a poster. That is the alternative poster. That was in an Empire magazine a long time ago, and it used to be framed in the top corner because I've always been the same. There's just certain parts of my life I had to stop showing third-party content, but now it's a different story. Very edgy, pixelated there, but yeah, it's an old school poster. And on that side, the arrow. I do that is the arrow look, the floating syndrome, the more pastel colours they've been rocking out. You know, like a new era of juicing kind of thing. But I still like that. But I still like the original. I don't like that white one they brought out and they just sort of trick you. Oh, I'm going to get the new Waterworld. That must be it. It says the end of it. Oh, it's not it. It's not it. And this is the Blu-ray. Awesome. So it's 3 discs all cranked into one box. The discs are all the same, which I would have done differently. And the flip cover, wow, the flip cover is the original, which yeah, so I just changed Waterworld around, you know, added the town in the bottom. So yeah. So say like the one I lent out and never got back, just white. You think you're gonna get extra features and you're getting out. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. Let's have a look. What else is in here? Yep, we've got. Forbidden photos of a lady above suspicion. Oh, it just looks a bit dark there. So yeah, when it goes flying down the end, that's cool. That's really cool. That was a very, very big promo shot back in the day, and another art card. Oh, see, yes, maybes, but when he's in there, rusty knife with his chips. I want the dirt, I want the plant and the deek. A bottle of Jack Daniels. So yeah, some nice little shots there. So yeah, I am really, really happy to get a hold of that. With a lot of stuff going on at the moment, I did think I wasn't going to get it. It is definitely been one of the most excited ones I've had for a while. I recently just paid £35 as well for Cuffs is coming out. But it's not coming out under Arrow, it's an American import, hence why custom charges on it. Brilliant. But that is a lovely one for my collection. So, I'm not really sure what Arrow could do next. I did say Fifth Element, but I was stretching. I was really stretching for that. But I'm going to say goodbye for now. See you in the outtakes. There's going to be obviously bits and bobs from last night, and I've also got something else to show you, so I'll see you in the outtakes. Yeah, yeah, dry land. I'm definitely still alive. I'm not the thing. That's an outtake there. Right, just to cut in, there's an outtake and falling down video which we'll cross over to. If you want to check out Falling Down when it comes out, there's a Kill Summit. Right, I've took time out and I've watched this, okay? This looks absolutely stunning on Blu-ray. They've done an amazing job, even though I was like, I don't remember that being neon green. Does anyone else agree with me not seeing so much neon green in the original? Like, everything's neon green. Right, the documentary on the first disc is absolutely outstanding. Kevin Costner, you get a special thanks. You could have just been interviewed for it. Come on, Kevin, you could have done it. But no, Arrow, well done. No commentary, a couple of extra features there, but the documentary alone is a 2-hour documentary. Add the film, restored, looking amazing. Add the TV cut, and then the use-release cut. I said that right. If you want to know why it's called that, you want a spoiler, it's because he's given a name, finally. The Mariner is given a name. Right, watching the 3-hour cut, especially with Brit, because Brit's never seen Waterworld, she was like, is it really this long? And I was getting the extended cut. Basically, I know this film so much well, and then it's like, right, I know that journey, but I finally go down that road and come back onto the road. There was a lot of stuff like that. There was a lot of scenes where it was hurting my head as an editor to go, right, they've cut that down, they've cut so much out of that conversation to fast track it to there, and I was like, well, that's interesting. Especially the big scene where they're all like, what should we do with him? And then the bit where Curly Whirly comes up with his battery-powered helmet, you know. And like, Kevin Costner's character is a lot fucking darker in this. You know, like, I don't remember him having a fucking toys, you know, like a toys lifeline on his head there, but it seems like they've chopped that down in post. The battle scene as well, everyone just seems to get fucking butchered to fuck. You think, oh well, what happened to all them people that were fucking dead? But they obviously don't show that. Jack Black has a bit of a more character in it. There's a couple of kids. There's a kid from, he's an employee of the month, he's the newspaper guy in Batman for Robin. He's got that very surly face. He's in it as well as the pirate from Pirates of the Caribbean. These all seem to be cut out as well, which I found interesting. I did, however, was watching this, and of all the extra features and all the little bits and all the little extra stunts here, and some amazing stunts, by the way, you know, a lot of this is before CGI. There's a little bit CGI here and there, but I thought at the end when they weren't going to find Everest, and I've been talking about Everest in both videos, and they find Everest. And I was like, finally found Everest, and it should have been in the original cut. It's a Planet of the Apes lost ending. So I'm just going to cut that in. I highly recommend to watch both versions. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the outtake. Here's an outtake for you. I'm waiting on Ned, and I've just realised something. That this jumper, which normally I think is quite warm, you can see Leatherface straight through it. What's that all about? It's not, oh, it looks nice, but definitely wonder why I was feeling a bit of a chill. Yeah, it's so random. But yeah, I'm waiting on Ned, so there'll be another outtake with Ned.
The fuck is that? Ugh. Seaweed.
Here's an outtake. You can't have a video. I mean, yes, I've been at the beach and stuff like that, but you can't have the video without some pool action. In the pool. Right, next outtake. Cello is the outtake. I do have the Laserdisc, which obviously has that cover on, which when I say it's a little bit pixelated, it kind of is, because that's it. Beyond the Horizon leads the secret to a new begin. I thought it was going to be a gatefold. It is not. It is a Japanese import. Comes on 2 massive discs. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, huge ones. So you have to change this over. It's on for 135 minutes. It's a 2:15 cut. Chapter selection, not long. Theatrical trailer. Special feature on this is the theatrical trailer of Waterworld. Wow. See ya. See ya. Awesome, eh? It's his total outtake. I am fucking freezing. It was -4 this morning when I left the house. I was iced up. I think was the video. No, did I videotape this morning? I might have.
It's actually -1 here.
It's -1. I've just been in the fucking North Sea. Where is it? I've just had it. Ah, there it is. Here's a quick outtake. I forgot to mention this. I even went in the other room and got it. This is Surface. Now, I haven't opened this because I bought this, lent it out and never got it back. The reason why I mentioned Surface, it's a one-off event series. It's got quite a big cast in it, including Boris from Snatch. Basically it's about a kid who finds this little weird thing in the water and it grows out to be this little creature. And I was quite intrigued by it, Loch Ness Monster. It turns into, and there's other ones like it, right? The creature that Kevin Costner gets eaten by when he blows it out with the harpoons. So yeah, this is almost like a prequel to Waterworld. I just wanted to put that in there because the creature's in it. Because you go, what the fuck's that creature in Waterworld? And you go, it's from Surface, technically. But yeah, just an outtake for you. Oh, right, perfect timing. I'm in a car. Deja vu, the license to drive the week with Casper. I was watching the Waterworld documentary, and bearing in mind, okay, everyone got Waterworld, and everyone's like, oh yeah, look at Waterworld, and everyone's just like, have you got Waterworld? I was like, no, not yet. So, you know, I wasn't rushing around to make a video, so I'm just going to put my video up when I'm done and made it more baffling than ever, because it's an Arrow video. Yeah, so anyway, I did the license to drive video because I had all the elements I needed for that video, and upped and tipped it and all that kind of stuff. Added new content later on. Had a massive foo-far with license, and I'm watching the documentary on Waterworld, which was amazing. And just as it's going in there, it starts talking about license to drive. I was like, oh, what the fuck? It's the same producer. I was just like, license to drive is never mentioned anywhere, and here it is, massive face of Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and they start talking about license to drive. I was like, unbelievable. So that's an outtake for Waterworld. I didn't even think about this, but yeah, every time there's an Arrow video, something strange happens, and this has just all happened too randomly. So the first time in about 15 years I've actually came to Waterworld. It's in Prudhoe. Not far from home, but Sunday, Saturday, kids everywhere. Here's an outtake for Waterworld before I forget, and I am totally shocked to know this now that watching it. The bit where he's going fishing down, you know, flying down, like, hang on. He goes swimming in the ocean, like, hiya, this is the world down here. Oh my god, like, the orca is in there, like, hidden as a tribute to Jaws, Universal as well, which is unbelievable. Like, I couldn't believe it. I was actually shocked by that. But yeah, the orca is hidden in Waterworld. Next outtake. Oh, it's Waterworld. Do you want some fruit? That's a fucking cactus. It's a cactus. I didn't see him on that end, my apologies. Here is an outtake for you. It's probably really windy, but that's the lighthouse from the fog. Out here in Freezenville. Oh, it's absolutely freezing over here. Here's an outtake for you. Waterworld lives at the bottom of the fish tank. There's no water in it, but yeah. The arrow shell's a bit full, so yeah. Waterworld's home. This is the very, very end. Very, very end. Might be one more outtake. So thanks very much for watching this. Like, share and subscribe. There's other alternative Arrow videos on this webpage, YouTube. Whoa, where are we going there? But I've been Steve. Jolly old Saint Nick. Hello. Why do you always turn up at the very end? Do you like a cameo? Could be a cameo in our own video. It's my video too, you know. I've got something to show you anyway. Look at this. I like your costume, by the way, Deacon. Kevin Costner did it to us. Stole my eye. It hurt. Anyway, you're on about Arrow. Why doesn't Arrow do Darkman? Okay. They're Universal, aren't they? Sort of. Darkman? Fifth Element. Darkman would be a good idea. We've got it somewhere. Look, there it is, eh? That's not a bad idea. That's the best idea you've ever had. Darkman? That would make... I mean, it's out on Blu-ray. Darkman? It's a trilogy. But yeah, Darkman restored. Definitely my next shout for Arrow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.